This week is all about building consensus.
Let's talk about productivity. Let's talk about the growth of Australia.
Australia's best and brightest in one room, trying to solve our economic problems. Representatives from big banks, superannuation, tech billionaires, union leaders, business lobby groups, regulators and more are getting together.
Certainly the hope is that we can come up with some really good ideas that can potentially lead to a longer-term reform agenda.
This growth mindset, the elevation of growth and the benefits it brings, has been missing from Australian policy for far too long.
Here's what we know. Day one focuses on resilience and begins with an address by the Prime Minister, Anthony Albanese, and a presentation by Reserve Bank Governor, Michelle Bullock. Sessions on trade, attracting skilled labour and investment are rounded out by talk from Treasurer Jim Chalmers. Day two is about productivity, with a presentation from Productivity Commission Chair Danielle Wood before sessions on regulation and approvals, competition and dynamism across the Federation, before moving on to AI and innovation. The final day is on tax. Treasury Secretary Jenny Wilkinson will talk about budget sustainability before a discussion about building what the government calls a better tax system.
So there's a range of things that could be done immediately. There are some things that will feed into budget processes through our normal way that we operate. And there are other things that might be longer term.
We already have some idea of what the outcomes might be, after leaked Treasury documents suggested a freeze on changes to building rules, the National Construction Code, and using artificial intelligence to speed up housing and environmental approvals. As the meeting has drawn closer, we've had public spats about the 4-day week, tax reform, and the impact on workers from AI. The Productivity Commission estimates AI could add $116 billion to the Australian economy in a decade. While some sectors will feel the pain of job losses, it won't be a problem for these students as they make their way into the workforce.
Person-to-person services, so things like beauty and personal service type jobs, anything to do with caring, personal caring, aged care, disabled care, those sorts of things. The other type of jobs that AI is not so likely to crowd out are construction jobs.
Labor economist Callum Pickering says a lack of competition in Australia has dragged down productivity.
We have a lot of industries where you might have 2 or 3 big firms, but they don't necessarily compete that hard for customers.
Our expensive housing market is another problem.
If you have a large mortgage, you can't take risks with your career. You have to ensure that you're in a position where you can pay down that mortgage, which might take 20 or 30 years.
One of the reasons that job mobility is at the lowest point in several decades.
Overwhelmingly today, young people believe that they won't live better lives than their parents did. And as chair of the Productivity Commission, I'm worried too.
A big week of big ideas.